back to day 2 of our client care workshop. Our hands are playing such a role in this whole pandemic, right? Our hands, we have to be careful what we're touching. We can't shake anybody's hands. We can't hug anybody and go to touch them as we hug them. We are washing our hands 100 times or more a day. And, our hands are really playing a big role in this as far as, everything that's happening. So what happens is our hands are getting a little bit more dry, right? Just from washing them so much. And I know a lot of you have had questions and concerns about your nails, especially the ones that have had artificial or gel nails. So we're going to talk about that. Hi, I'm Jackie from Jacqueline Salon, downtown Pittsburgh in the Grant Building, and I'm here to help you. I want to be able to give you a lot of tips and tricks on everything that you're going through at home. I'm here for you, and I know that you're experiencing a lot of different things that are happening with your hair, your nails, your skin, and just everything that, you can't get into the salon to get taken care of. So we're going to go through some things, and today is all about the hands and the nails. We talked a little bit about, just to recap if you want to go back, we talked about conditioning your hair yesterday and things that you can do for cutting. Well, not cutting, but in the meantime, before you get your hair cut, like to pull your bangs back, things like that. We talked about a nice conditioning treatment and how you should be brushing your hair correctly. So if you want to watch that, you should go back and check it out. But today is all about our hands. So, let's get started with that, and we'll dive right into it. So the questions that I've been getting are especially from people that have gel nails or acrylic nails, anything on their nails that they need redone, because typically you get your nails done every 2, 3, or 4 weeks, depending on how well you take care of them, how they're maintained, and depending on what type of service you get. So when that happens, of course, you get back in the salon and you maintain them and you get them done and you get them fixed. So without being able to do that right now, a lot of you are experiencing the regrowth that's coming in on your cuticle down at the bottom, and it's starting to lift. And what do we want to do first, right? We want to peel it, or we want to pick it, and we want to pull that off because it's bothering you, right? Or it's catching onto things and hurting you because it's pulling. That's the last thing you want to do. You do not want to go and pull or rip that off. What that's going to do is that's going to take layers of your nail bed off, which is very bad. It's going to weaken your nail bed. It's going to harm your nails. It can cause infection, different things like that. Like, you just don't want to do that. So I'm going to show you a couple things that you can do to get them off a lot easier than pulling them off. Well, pulling them off would be easy, right? But not good for you. So what you want to do is, well, first, of course, we want to sanitize our hands, right? Because that's what we're doing so much. So here's a little bit of our Purell. And of course, you want to just sanitize your hands real good and, just do that all day long, right? Okay. So whenever you have a product that's, your nail bed that's lifting up and coming and peeling off, if it's just a little bit and you are able to just go through and maybe buff that or file that a little bit down around that area, that would hold you over for a little bit. If it's just a little bit that's lifted. If it's something that's a little bit more extreme and you want to get it off, it's, too much and it's bothering you too much. First, what you want to do is you just want to kind of lightly just buff over top of that area and over top of the artificial. This is a file. There's, you have 2 different sides normally on a file, a rougher grade and a softer grade. If it's on your natural part of your nail, of course, use the softer grade. But if you're going over top of where the artificial is, you can use the harder grade, the rougher grade, to get that a little bit. So you just kind of want to edge that up a little bit first, okay? Then what you're going to need is a glass bowl like this. Anything that you have in your house that's just a little glass bowl. And you're going to need some pure acetone. So people try to go with regular acetone. That's not always going to be the best. It's not going to work, really. It may work a little bit. It could after a long period of time. but the pure acetone is going to be really able to get in there. Acetone is regular acetone is to remove polish and things like that, regular polish. But your pure acetone is stronger, so it's going to break that down a little bit more. It's going to break that acrylic and it's going to break that gel down a little bit more to get it off of your nail. So again, a glass bowl or a metal bowl, because you don't want it to eat through any plastic, obviously. So make sure you use that. And then you go ahead and pour your acetone in. This is one way you can do it. You can also do like with the cotton ball, put the acetone on your cotton ball and wrap foil around each nail. You can do that as well too. But if you're gonna try it like this, then you just dip your hand in and you leave your hand in the dish, in the bowl for, you know, a little bit of time. You can put a little towel over top to kind of keep it darker so that it works a little bit better. You know, you don't want to bring it out into the air and back in and out and in, because once it comes out, it's going to harden up again really fast. So leave it in there for a little while. The thicker your nail, the thicker consistency of acrylic you have on there. Now, if it's gel, it won't take as long, probably maybe 15 minutes. But if it's a thicker acrylic and it has a lot of layering to it, then it's gonna maybe need a little bit longer. So just leave it in the dish for that long of a time, okay? And then take it out. And then what you can start to do is start to you'll have some of it that's coming off. Then you just start to like foul and, you know, get the rest of it off and kind of foul around and buff it and, you know, get it off of there. The best thing to do is go in the same direction. You want to just foul it out in the same direction like that, lightly. You don't want to be like going back and forth too much, too rough, because you could be hitting your nail bed and causing a little bit more of stress there. So be careful with that, okay? So I do suggest that you kind of just go out in the same direction and kind of lift it and pull it, and it'll start rolling off, okay? Then after that, if you happen to have one of the block buffers, which is a softer foul to finish it off, then you just kind of go and just smooth it. Oops, sorry. Then you just gotta go and just smooth it off like this, and that's gonna kind of smooth it out a little bit more. So that is the proper way of getting the acrylic or the gel off of your nails. You do not, like I said, want to rip and pull and peel that off. You can, again, dab it into a cotton ball, put the cotton ball, make sure it's soaked pretty well, and then wrap it in foil and just sit there with foil on all 10 nails. That's another way too. So whatever is easiest, whatever you have in your home. Maybe you have foil and cotton, maybe you don't. This is another go-to. But again, you do need the pure acetone. That's gonna work a little bit, you know, quicker and better for you. After you do that and you buff it all off, you wanna maintain your nails a little bit and help them. So this is a little bit of a cuticle cream that I have here, whatever cuticle cream you have. You can use a little cotton ball and just, Q-tip, and just sort of rub it around the edges, and then just rub that into your cuticle and on your nail, and that's gonna just, you know, help protect and strengthen, because you just did a lot by taking that off, soaking it in that acetone and buffing. You know, you put strain on your nail bed, so you want to just kind of like help it a little bit along and just rub that in a little bit there, okay? So those are just some tips to help you with that. Now, other things that you can think about too is your hands are getting really dry, of course, while you're home. So I do suggest that you use moisturizer on your hands, because we are washing them so much. This is Arbonne Shea Butter. It's the Shea Butter hand cream. It's all natural, pure, and safe. And this product is wonderful. It just has such a great smell to it. I love the little bottle of it, or the tube. You can use this keep this in your purse. It's not very big, so it's great that it fits in your purse and your bag. And, you know, you just want to rub it in really good. And then, you know, we've been hearing a lot about this coronavirus that is affecting your lungs, right? It's something that's affecting people's lungs and respiratory. So on your hand, right here is your lung area. So if, you know, it's not a bad idea to just massage that a little bit right there and just let your lungs just it's amazing how your hands and your feet play a role in all of your organs and everything throughout your body. So if you just take a little bit of that moisturizer, take a few minutes and focus on that area where your lungs are, it could help just loosen up a little bit, get the oxygen moving, the circulation going. It's really good for your hands to just get the circulation going, get the movement going. You can kind of just lift your fingers out and pull out like this. And that's going to just help everything. It's going to help make you feel better. It's going to relieve some stress, and it's just going to give you, a little bit more of a relaxed feeling with anxiety and with everything that's going on today. So those are just some great tips for you to remove your gel polish and your acrylic that everybody's really having a hard time with. Now, if you don't have that on and you want to just clean them up and kind of refresh them, just go ahead and foul, do a little fouling like we did, and then do a little buffing on the edges like we did, do your cuticle cream, and then just do your massage. And that's going to keep your hands in pretty good shape throughout, all of this. So that's going to help you to stay on track with your nails. I do recommend that you get a manicure. You should get a manicure at least once a month. I mean, a manicure every couple weeks is great too. But if you're kind of taking care of them at home, every couple weeks, and then you go in to get a manicure, once a month, just I'm more natural. I don't usually wear a lot of acrylic or anything on my nails. I'm in water a lot with my job and my career. So, I tend to just like to just leave them natural. So, what I usually do is I just file them down throughout the week or buff them. And then we just, I just do like a little manicure on them like once a month and just clean them up, the cuticles and, that kind of stuff. So those are just things. And then of course, if there's a special occasion, then of course put some polish on. But yeah, so just, those are just some tips for you for regular nails and your, other, artificial and things like that. So I hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope that helps you with a lot of what's been going on and what we've been experiencing. That was one of the main questions that I've been asked by a lot of people and clients to help with that. So that is why I wanted to reach out to you for that. Hello everybody, we are back for day 3 of our client care workshop. We're so excited to be here today, and we are talking about gray color control. I have been getting a lot of questions. Everybody's saying, Jackie, that are asking me, what can I do to help with the gray? My roots are coming in and I don't know what to do with them. I know that, the way we look in our hair is such an important part of our well-being. It's important of how we feel. It's our confidence. It helps build our self-esteem. So I know how important it is to you. My clients that sit in my chair that we do gray coverage on them, I know how you're feeling. I know that you're having a hard time because I know you, and I know that you don't really want to look like that, and you don't want to have your roots coming in. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay to let it go for a little bit. There's always more time that we can take care of it. But I do want to give you just some tips and some tricks. Just like you, I totally understand. I get it that you feel better, when you look better when you feel better on the inside, it shows on the outside, and it works both ways. So that is pretty much what Jacqueline's is all about, with Jacqueline's Inside Out. So this is so important to me, this topic, because I know that a lot of you are struggling. Now, some of you don't color your hair, you just wear natural hair, and that's wonderful. That's great. Then you don't have to worry about that right now. So that's good for, a good positive thing for you. But for the people that are struggling with that, I am talking to you today, and I'm hoping that I can help you, with some issues that you may be having. So I'm excited that you're here. Who's excited about learning about gray coverage today and how a couple little tips that I can give you? My name is Jackie. I'm from Jacqueline's House of Beauty, located in the Grant Building, downtown Pittsburgh, right in the lobby. And we are full service. We do everything down there, and we do love color. That is one of our main services that we do, that we specialize in. So I love color. I've been doing color for a long time. That's one of my favorite things to do. And so I'm excited to talk to you a little bit today about, some of these things. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started and show you. So I came up with 3 different ways that you can take these tips and help you right now at home. And if you don't have these products, I can try to get them to you. I can get them to you, or if you can find something that will help as well, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so the first is, this is a mascara, but it's a color mascara for, it's not for your eyelashes, it's for your hair. So it's a hair color mascara, which is really nice. So it has, on this end, it has a little bit of the comb that you can see, and the brush there that you can brush through. And it's just like a mascara wand, of course, and it comes out, and you can get these in different colors. Of course, mine is darker because I have dark hair. So it's just like a mascara wand. So don't be nervous. I'm gonna pull up my friend. So I brought along my little friend here to show you exactly what I mean. So all you have to do with this, and right now, if you don't have one that's specifically for color, for hair, you can use your regular mascara, which will work fine for now. And all you do is just brush it on, like as if you are brushing on your eyelashes. So you just go, and you'd be surprised how far this will go. You don't need, this one little wand in one time will give you a lot of color. So if you just have little pieces around your hairline, now she doesn't have any, of course, but let's just pretend she does. So if you just have a couple little pieces around your hairline that you want to just neutralize or calm down a little bit, you can just hit those pieces, like sometimes you get it like right here around your eyes, and around your ears, and you can just hit that all along your hairline, okay? And then of course you can go back to the other side if you have this kind, and you can just comb it in a little bit more, like right in those areas around the hairline. Okay, so this is one way that you can help with the issues that you're having. So that would be somebody that's just having a little bit that's growing in. You're not really getting a lot yet, and maybe you just have some little fine pieces around your hairline that you want to neutralize. So this would be a perfect alternative for you for color for that. And like I said, you can just use your mascara if you don't have one that's specifically for your hair. You can just use regular mascara, okay? Now, secondly, this is part of the Just Jackie line, which is really nice. This is actually for your hair too. This is a brush on hair. You just dip it into the color right here with your little sponge. It has a sponge on it, and the sponge just rests underneath when you close it back up, which is really nice. And you just sponge it on there, and then all you do with that, I'm gonna bring her back, is then you just brush this on like that. And there's, some spots that you may want to enhance, like if you have a natural part, if you're a person that really wears a severe part and you want to be able to do that, then you just take the sponge and you just lightly feather it out, and that's going to give you a nice little contrast and cover the gray a little bit. You can wet the sponge if you like, and that will do that as well. So these are going to be sold at the salon too. These are part of the Just Jackie line. And also, if you don't have this right now and you're not able to get it, or once we start getting these, if you want to order one from me, I can get that order in for you. Just let me know. But in the meantime, you can use an eyeshadow that will help too. It's very similar. The consistency is a little bit different between an eyeshadow and something that's going to go on your hair. So it is a little bit different as far as like the feel to it, because your eyes are, more gentle, more just a more sensitive area. So the product is a little bit different. Where this and the sponge is gonna get a little bit more intense onto the hair and the hair shaft and everything, okay? So that's just something that you can keep in mind. It's a nice product, and then the sponge just goes right up underneath, and you can leave this in your purse, which is really great. So this is nice for touch-ups, and this is great for along your part line too, okay? So if you're just having a little bit and you wanna put it right there on your part or around your hairline, that's a nice go-to for that. So we had, like I said, you have the mascara wand that you can use for nice little gentle areas around your face and your hairline, and a little bit like up on your part too. This is better for part line and around the hairline as well. So you have options there for both. Now, the last one that I want to show you is a spray color. These are so popular right now. Everybody loves them, especially since you're at home, right? So we will be having these in the Just Jackie line as well. And the other thing that you can do with this is, so you have to shake it up. This is just a spray, it's a spray can, and it has the color in it. So you can get different colors for it. You can get blondes or red or golden blondes or medium browns, whatever you need. And you want it on dry hair. You want your hair to be dried. So once you're done styling it and you fix it and you just want to kind of spray in that little section, you can do that. You shake it up, and then it has like a nice spray to it, and then you just stay about 6 inches or so away, and you want to just concentrate right where you want it, right on that part line, okay? And just give it that little bit of a squirt. Now, if you want to do it around your face, you can do that. I would just get a towel and put a towel like around your face or your hairline, and then just spray beyond it, even if you're doing your part line up here, because it does overspray a little bit, and you don't want to get it on your clothes or get it on any of your, or surrounding area of your furniture or whatever like that. So you can use all three of them, which is really nice. So each of them are kind of for different levels. Like, if you just have a little bit of gray, or if you have, a little bit more than that. And then if you're really gray and, you're really showing, and a lot of your white and a lot of your gray, silver's coming through, your sparkle, I like to call it. If your sparkle's coming through, you want to go ahead and spray a little bit more. You can lift up your section and spray underneath. Lift up and spray underneath, to kind of get that a little bit down under here if you're going to pull your hair up. So if you're wearing your hair up a lot, and if you're wearing your sides back a lot, you can just spray right there as well. Okay, so these are really popular, especially right now. Everybody's feeling it. Everybody's, worried about that, all that going on. I'm going to show you some ways how you can get in touch with me. You can leave me a message or anything that you want to do to let me know that you're interested in any of these. I can get them for you, or if you have any questions or concerns, of the product, let me know and I can help you with that. That's why I'm here. I want to talk to you. I want to set up a consultation, and I want to give you the tips that you need to be able to move forward, okay? So the other thing that I want to tell you a little bit about is just how we are going to be showing these a lot on our website, and also through PayPal. You can purchase through PayPal. I have that set up now. So that's some ways that you can, do that. If you could help me out by sharing and liking and commenting, that would be great. I would love to get your little feedback. So if you want to go ahead and leave a message in the comments about maybe if you're trying this, or what kind of questions you have about which one might be best for you. If you've ever tried any of them and what kind of results you've had, let me know. I would love to hear that as well. If you want to take a before and after picture and post that, that would be great too. And there goes our phone. So yeah, I would just love to have any feedback that you can give me. That would be wonderful. I'm here for you. I'm happy to help you. I hope that you continue you to join in, and I will see you tomorrow with our makeup, our natural look for that, so that you can learn some tips that way too. Okay? Well, thank you so much. You have a great rest of your day. Stay positive, get out, take a walk. It's beautiful outside. And you know, we're getting through everything. We're going to be there soon. So just enjoy the time that you have right now to be able to just shift what your mindset, okay? And things are going to get a lot better soon. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.